show you why. Why don't I see the signs left and right like every time I express to make you mine, little baby? We collide, we divide, you and I share unite through the times of our lives. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Don't want nobody claiming you. Having broken hearts, but I changed a few. When I come inside, gotta stay in you. Knowing when we slide, we can change the view. Girl, the way you make it pop on real. I don't pop no pills. I won't stop, love the thrill. The way you up and down me still, I feel. Why don't I see the signs left and right like every time I express to make you mine, little baby? We collide, we divide, you and I should unite through the times of our lives. Why don't I see the signs left and right like every time I express to make you mine, little baby? Yeah, we collide, we divide, you and I should unite through the times. Can't talk that shit, gotta see it. Girl, you ain't got a man, can I be it? From a place they 10 all season. I got plans for reasons that I won't get too deep in. Gave my heart straight to a demon. She left my shit leaking. That's exactly what I needed. They be acting like I don't see shit. When I'm in the pussy, I be geeking. What you doing with all that reaching? Thought I told your ass I was beastin'. Shane is my name, ain't to complain. I'm willing to save you. Addicted to pain, I have little shame. I know you the same too. Come on, come on.
What's going on, Versus?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I can hear you now. Yeah, it is VIBEOne, episode 5, right? 5?
Wow, we made it to 5.
It is 5.
Woo!
Welcome. Unfortunately, though, let's go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. The man with the beard is not here with us for this episode because he is sick.
But I thought you were gonna put a beard on today to,
I'm too baby faced.
Oh,
it took me
20... You could at least put the glasses on or something, man. I mean, come on.
I mean, we share DNA, but I'm a different kind of fly.
Oh, you're that new breed that we all should be worried about. Gotcha.
I am a different kind of fly. I'm the one that actually put him on the Shades game. Actually, I'm gonna be 100% honest here. See, he wasn't on that wave until I put him on that wave.
I will admit, he's got some stunner shades. He's got some. I tell him that look like Willy Wonka. I just ain't feeling him.
Yeah, you got to get his Willy Wonka on. So the man with the plan is not here with us, unfortunately. But he's gonna get better. But he needs some rest anyway. That he's a hard-working guy. Like, he works hard, too hard. That. So this is probably the God upstairs telling him to, hey, sit down, chill out.
Chill out. Exactly. Chill out. That would be my words too.
Right. So, hey, appreciate everybody that's coming through. Now, today, we do have a special guest, and this is your Frizan, right? This is your Frizan.
It's my homegirl. She's been all around the world. She's world famous. She goes everywhere. She's currently in Fort Lauderdale today, so she'll be joining us live from Fort Lauderdale. And I'm excited to introduce her to you guys.
Fort Lauderdale,
yeah.
I used to live in Fort Lauderdale a long time ago.
But I got a trending topic that I want to talk about, if you're okay with it.
I mean, hey, that's what we're here for. We're here to talk about it.
Okay, this woman with the Gorilla Glue. You heard about it, right? Please tell me you heard about this.
Yes, and I heard that she's got a lawsuit going, and she is doing legal action against Gorilla Glue.
Oh, okay. So the story gets more interesting because apparently she owns a daycare and watches kids.
Really? Mm,
So all I'm
really?
saying is Gorilla Glue, I don't think needs that kind of disclaimer to say do not put on certain areas, but I could be wrong. But that's just a common sense no-no, wouldn't you think? Well, you ain't got that problem, right? Because you got that Rico Suave hair, so you ain't got that problem.
It is looking Rico nappy right now. I have not been to the barber shop in a minute, but I'm going this week, y'all. So that's why this hat is on my head. So,
That's why
but
the hat's on.
other than that, yeah, it's common sense, right? It's common sense. Who puts adhesive in their hair for hair solution? It is legitimately glue. Has never been advertised. Has never by any hair guru, any person in the beauty industry has never been an advocate for a gorilla glue to be putting in your hair. So for you to do that and to have this result, I mean, it's self-inflicted. You don't got much common sense. And gorilla glue, you know, probably should extend the hand just to, even though now probably not, that's probably down the drain if there was an idea for that, because I mean you got a lawsuit against us now, so now you looking shady. Now we, if we was gonna help you, hey, we ain't gonna help you now.
I'm just saying.
It's terrible. But yeah,
It's yeah.
let's try to get our guest up in here.
I would love that. So,
Get,
coming from Fort Lauderdale, originally from Memphis, this is world famous Leveda Mccou. She is a award-winning radio podcast host. We could talk about her podcast. It's called Ho Therapy, so we'll ask her what that's all about.
hey.
And she, yeah, exactly, big socialite, big on the music entertainment scene. So we're happy to bring her on board so we can talk about today's episode. Let's bring her on.
Oh yeah, let's bring her on. We got world famous up in here. There
Ooh,
she is.
hi y'all. How you
What's
doing?
up?
What's up, girl? What's poppin'? All this energy is good in this joint, baby. Represent Memphis all day long. What's going on? Thank y'all for having me.
Okay,
Yeah,
so did you agree with our comment about the Gorilla Glue? Like it should be common sense?
Only I like the Gorilla Glue that is a strand. And for all my 420 people, we know what that means. That's the only Gorilla Glue that I like. You know what
I
I'm
guess.
saying? And so, and she might not, people make mistakes. It's a common thing. It's a common thread. If that's how she feels that she wants to sue them folks, then let her sue them folks, But we think it's common sense. Common sense ain't common. That's what my mama and them told me, honey.
yeah. It's very, very not common as whatsoever, especially to put some glue up in your hair. Now, look, I this is out of my realm.
Okay.
I get haircuts, so I
Okay.
don't know nothing about this. Now, my girlfriend, all right, she experiments. So I'm not surprised that this person did this to themselves out of experimentation, because my girlfriend, she experiments, and like I know there's women that put food up in their hair and all this other stuff to get
Rice water,
natural.
all kind of stuff, honey.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah,
I
all
don't
that.
know nothing about that, but maybe you ladies can speak to that. But as a man, okay, as a man, why do y'all do that though? What's up with all the experiments with your hair?
Listen, it's all over TikTok, it's all over Pinterest. If it's a national trend, if it's a cheap way to make your hair grow or whatever, we try it. We just do,
Well,
so go for it, girl.
me and Jackie, I call it that's the home girl right there. Me and Jackie ain't never had no weave, child. So look, even in that, women are creative anyway. We gonna experiment, we gonna do so, we gonna try some, to see if it works for us. So the thing is, ain't no wrong with trying it. It's just I'm messed up because little sis did that to herself. You know what I'm saying? But hey, she trending now. Everybody know her. So somebody gonna give her a wig, some weed, name a line after. That might just she might enter to her wealthy place. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I hate that happened to her. Common sense is
Mhm,
not common.
mhm. But is it? But just bringing that up though, right? Is it worth it for this clout? Is it worth it to put you through all this stuff, because this is some suffering. You put some legit adhesive in
Hmm.
your head. Your hair is like a helmet now. Like it is not hair anymore. It's a freaking helmet now. And now you got to get all this aesthetic stuff done to your head. Like, is the clout worth it that much? Because I don't even know. I don't know.
I'm
Wow.
telling you, some people will do whatever it takes to get their 5 minutes of fame, and so
Ooh,
maybe this is her 5 minutes of fame. She's
yeah,
getting the
bless her
national
life.
recognition.
Bless
Mm.
her life.
So she can be that stiff. That's got that. What they gonna call it? That stiff.
That helmet. You
That
hear me?
helmet,
She got that helmet head.
I'll
legit
tell you, the
helmet.
strongest thing I ever used back in the days was Aquanet. That hairspray will
Come
make
on, you
your
better,
hair woo.
baby, baby, don't not stick to your head like that brown. What's that? That brown glue. I mean that brown gel. All this be just brown like a mug, honey. Oh my goodness. Go
I
Mm,
don't
is
know about all that.
baby. Jesus could come back. That hair one move.
mm. And Jesus will not save this one either, because that hair ain't moving. She said that thing
Woo.
ain't moved in a month,
Mm.
and I'm like, well, I don't even know. I mean, as a hospital, I guess professional, as a medical professional, I mean, they see some crazy stuff,
Yes,
especially if
they
you
do.
work in the ER, right? They see some crazy stuff. I don't know if I've ever heard somebody willingly putting Gorilla Glue, which is like, I think one of the really strong adhesives out there on the market. You know it. You put some Gorilla Glue on something, it's gonna stick.
Absolutely.
So,
Man.
like, I came in here, doctor, I put some glue in my head and it hasn't moved in a month. What? Like, they gonna have to legit separate her hair from her scalp, like it's like not even hair. I
You
don't
gotta
even know
shave it
what to
all
call
off.
it. How do you shave that though? How do
The
Grab
same
some
way you
clippers and
shave
buzz it.
anything else with scissors and clippers and razors. Ain't no wrong with being bald headed. I've been bald headed before. There's a lot of bald headed folks out here. You know what I'm saying? Whether
yeah.
voluntarily, intolerant, it's just hair. It's gonna grow back. Amen. All right.
Mm. Very, 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 very true. Very true.
Fine.
So, but but Jacqueline, I'm gonna let you lead it off, Dawn. Because besides
Woo.
this very funny situation with Gorilla Glue Hair Girl, there's another controversial thing going on right now with some people that we know well and good in the black community. Uh, kind of one of the black community's couples.
Mm.
I mean, T.I and Tiny. I mean, big controversy, big accusations being thrown out there by certain, and it's not even just one. That's, I think they said, what, it's like a couple, a few, it's like a handful of women
Mhm.
that are coming out and saying, and one of them are really pressing hard. They even got attached to one of the highly known attorney. I forgot the name of it, but I mean, what is your take on that? What was your first impressions when those headlines started surfacing?
My first impressions was like, please don't let this be true. I think for me, it was mind-boggling. Um, you hope that a story like that is not true. You don't want it to be that someone is being physically abused, someone is getting drugged, someone is doing something out of their will. Given that it's Ti and Tiny, I grew up in the rubber band, man days, and when he was first coming out, and I was jamming to that, and then Tiny and her music, and it became kind of like an iconic couple for Black America and their TV show, and raising their kids. And recently, Ti has been in the spotlight, being a proud father and an advocate for the Black community. And when you hear stories like that, your first thought is like, "Oh my God!" You just don't want it to be true. Um, what I will say is I've been reading into this is the critics will attack first. And you gotta wait a couple of days until more press and more media comes out because everyone's quick to their reaction and everyone wants to give their opinion. um, first and foremost, I don't condone abuse by any stance. So if it is happening, I, feel very, very, very sad, for these women. I can definitely speak on top of, abuse. I've been physically abused. I've been emotionally abused. I've been sexually abused. I've been verbally abused. So I have sincere compassion for everyone that has, been abused. So I don't discredit the women by any means, but I question the validity of these accusations just because if you truly are a victim, you don't go on every social media platform trying to get your story heard. You just don't. As a victim, you protect yourself and you hire an attorney right away and you let that attorney speak for you. That is the most professional way of handling it. That is the most private way of handling it, especially because these are public figures. So for my stance, it's still an ongoing investigation. I did go on T.I.'s Instagram page. I listened to his, kind of his side of the story, and just practically saying that, in this day and age, everyone wants some kind of compensation. Everyone wants to kind of go after you for
Mm.
extortion.
Trying to
And
come.
exactly. And, and what I will say is if those allegations are true, that's sad. If it was consensual sex, then it was consensual. But don't fabricate a story just to try to get paid. And again, the details are still coming out. But being that I was abused before, I just know how I would handle that if I was in that situation. You just don't go out and shop your story around, and it's just kind of like if I go to TMZ and say, "Hey, pay me $100,000 to share my
Yes.
story." That's kind of what it seems like.
Suspect.
Y'all ready?
Go for
Y'all
it,
Ma'am.
ready
girl.
for my
Yes,
response?
ma'am.
Jacqueline, she hit the man. I was, first of all, sexual abuse or any kind of abuse is horrible. Human trafficking is one thing that I do advocate for, and that I actually, we'll talk about that later on, that I contribute to advocacy groups that deal with sex trafficking and human trafficking. The thing about it, because I have been a production assistant when T.I came to Memphis, and Tiny and the whole family came to Memphis for he got the key to the city, and I was a production assistant for VH1 because they filmed the whole thing, and I didn't see nothing but love and family. The kids was bad as hell, but that's how kids are anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And but behind closed doors, anything that is done in the dark, the light is going to hit it. And we don't know when it's going to hit it, but when it hits it, depending on what you did in there, everybody's going to know. It's just like having sex with somebody and everybody gonna know you had sex because what, you in the light and they see your belly and you pregnant. All right, so with that being said, man, we're in entertainment, so you're gonna have parties, you're gonna have after parties, man, what somebody's sexual desires are, you know, it's their sexual desires. And the more people that you bring into that realm, the more people that's going to talk about it later on. Especially everybody is not forgiving. Everybody, a lot of us clout, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's T.I. Yeah, it's this. Yeah, it's that. I used to be a house mom at V Live in Memphis. I've seen everybody. I've seen everybody from Cardi B out to Yo Gotti, everybody, okay? I have seen them, met them, seen them, okay? And just being in that life, you have to be careful. Not only does the person, like the celebrities and all that, have to be careful, the young ladies, you have to be careful. The young men, let's talk about that because it's men and women. If it's women that was there, it was men there. Not saying that they did it to men, but I'm just saying in the host of parties. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what horror stories those people have. So I believe that it's just going to play out how it's supposed to play out. And that hopefully, they probably was like that many years ago, And that was the beautiful part of NDAs and whatever. But the heartbreaking part is that it takes time to repair scars like that. Find
Hmm.
it takes time, and
Yes,
those people are worth that, those victims, those survivors, of the alleged whatever happenings and all that. We have to say alleged because we were not there, but I know they were there. So we need to let people tell their story instead of telling their story for them, whether it's T.I Tiny story or it's the girl's story, the people involved story. Let people tell their own story. We don't need to be involved. Stay out of folks' business.
I agree. I totally agree. And this is nothing new. I mean, this you brought up VH1. God, sleazy sauce guy. God, what is his name?
Sleazy sauce. What are you talking about?
God, who is this guy's name? I know y'all know who Jocelyn is.
Yes.
Love and hip hop. God,
Jocelyn Hernandez.
Stevie J. Stevie
I mess
J.
with
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn, man.
But
I mess with Jocelyn. Oh man, she
uh,
got a. She had like she from Memphis.
yeah, I brought that up because that was a prime example of that kind of lifestyle when you're like married or in a relationship like that where you are bringing people in the bedroom because they were open about that
Baby,
on the
bump
show.
all that, Lord. A whole lot of folks have threesomes. I
Yeah,
just don't do them. You hear me? Because I don't need too many folks sprung on me. Period. You feel what I'm saying? A lot. And then
yeah,
I ain't gonna get into that because look, I ain't gonna
yeah,
get into that because I
yeah.
love men. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, a lot of these folks have threesomes. Let these folks have threesomes. I ain't finna step in the bedroom. Everybody got a choice, love. Everybody got a choice. So if they
Exactly.
chose to be there just like I'm choosing to be on here, look, let them folks live, and they know better next time. Hopefully they know better.
They should know better, especially being such prominent names in entertainment. So people, but yeah, I do totally agree. I mean, people getting down, they doing their thing, but like you said, which I've always said, I mean, when you bring people into bed, when bring people in like that, it's always a risk factor in that bringing in outside people because you never know who's trying to look for a come up. They will stay tight lipped for the moment, but then come back 2 years later and be like, some shady stuff happened, and formulate a false story potentially, or it could be the truth and they were cool about it then, but then maybe it has some mental effects and
Right.
I don't know. And then they just, so it's when you bring people in, yeah, just it's gonna be some risk. It's
But
gonna
let's be
happen.
Yeah.
real. I mean, these are celebrities. Wouldn't you think that an NDA was signed? I mean, if you're gonna do these kinds of things in your household,
How powerful is NDA though, is I guess
I
my
mean,
question.
Look, this the thing, y'all, and this what we fail to realize. And I know Jacqueline understand this. Okay, she really understands this. Oh, shout out to Auntie Hammy. She just sent me a text. Let me shout out Auntie Hammy. Pew pew pew. That's my girl right there, and we gonna get into that. And she could not have texted me at the most opportune time because people are people. Whether you're prominent, whether you have a uh, whether you J.Versez, all of us have a name. Whether it's Jacqueline, people try to trap us. That's what we be missing. Folks be trapping us. J.Versez, I'm sure some females, I should have had a baby by you. I should have. I tried to trap them. All that kind of stuff. Then you get trapped. Now, wherever the word finds you, let it find you. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing of the matter is, we take away people's choice to make a decision when that's called a trap,
Mhm.
entrapment. So it's
Okay.
not just celebrities get like that, it's everybody. And so when Auntie Hammy is so crazy, she texts me, she made it well known that you can be whoever you are. It ain't you trying to get a name, you already have a name, and that name carries a whole lot of power. You feel what I'm
true.
saying? Carries a whole lot of and this is for us to escape the traps that people set for us. So we have to look at the celebrities the same way. I'm like right next door in Electric Dragon, Fort Lauderdale. Suki with the good coochie. I'm right next door to her boutique. Look, she off the chain, baby. You feel what I'm saying? She is off the chain in real life, but she was like that before she had a name. So that's all I'm saying. Whether it's prominent, whether whatever, because we gotta kill that perspective. Like, oh, they should know better. All this or whatever. Now, when little
Mm.
mama slept with you and got pregnant, she had a plan. Cause she know you a good dude and she did you this and that and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's called security.
Ooh, Lord Jesus.
Didn't say it was right,
Have
but
some
it's
people
called
in here.
security.
You just touched a sour spot.
Just
I'm sorry that
I'm
wherever the
having some
word finds you now. I'm
PTSD
just
over
saying.
here.
But go ahead.
Lord, I'm flashing back like,
Shoot, I'm flashing back.
ooh, ooh, man, that's still my reality today. I got 15 more years to go. But yeah, that's yeah,
It
no,
happens though.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it what you're putting down. No, that's
Okay,
very true.
all right.
Everybody is doing something real McNasty like in their bedrooms. Okay, and whether you are famous or not, you got to be careful regardless. Because yeah, people out here trying to trap you. Whether you got for $40,000 a year or
You got $4 or no dollars, they trying to
yeah,
trap you with some. It's
yeah,
something.
Man,
Yeah.
it
So
they
happened.
try.
I mean, ain't nobody free of that. Ain't nobody.
But
But we make the decision on knowing our vision, because I mean everybody's have they have done things that, like I said, in the dark. I don't think nobody know about it. And then 50 years later they come back and say, oh, this and this. I mean, everybody has it.
why is
That's
this
why
so
Maury
scary?
them still in business. Oh, you're not the father. The boy 30 years old, he just found out you the daddy. Come on, man.
But why is it so goddamn shocking to everybody though? This is the thing when it comes to celebrities, specifically when you got people up in your bedroom. It's so shocking, and it's just like
I don't think
what
it's shocking. I really
can't get
don't
a
think
little
it's
threesome
that.
in, little group action, little
No,
swinger
like
swinging for the
whatever
fistus.
happens, yeah, whatever happens in your bedroom happens in your bedroom. I think what's shocking is the allegations of sex trafficking, being drugged, and
Yes, that's the
Mm.
shocking part.
that's the
Yeah,
shocking
that's
part
the shocking part.
because you don't want to believe it, and then kind of think about the music entertainment industry. You have all these groupies, that's their job practically is they want to be seen. There's always the opportunity for drugs to be at these, parties or celebrity gatherings. Not always, but usually. I think again, if you're going to partake in that kind of activity, be smart, be wise, know your
Be
surroundings, and if
accountable,
that's
absolutely.
yeah, and if that's not something you want to partake in, you have every right to say sorry. That's just not what I jive with. But
Right.
you know, I just think some people get caught up in the limelight and they get caught up in like, oh my God, I'm at so and so's house, so I'm at so and so's party, and they think they have to do that. It's kind of like a peer pressure to be cool, and that's what creates the potential issues.
Can I cuss on here? Because hoe is a real word. My hoeing is the oldest profession in the book. The first, you hear me? It's the oldest
Mhm.
profession in the world. But the
Mhm.
problem is people do not respect one another enough to let people do their job and go home. You don't have to drug nobody to do their job. I ain't nobody had to drug me to come on here and do my job. You feel what I'm saying? It's the same principle, the same perspective, the same everything. Ain't nobody had to do that. So you have to respect people. If you're going to play that game, I know so many rappers that they pay for vagina. Now, you strippers and prostitutes, don't call me because I'm not going to put you on them. All right. But because they are in the studio for hours, they are away from their family for days and weeks. I have been away from my children in Memphis for 3 months. You feel what I'm saying? Working and traveling and doing whatever. I'm not finna pay for no penis. I'm just telling you what. I ain't desiring none unless his name is Grant Jackson and Washington, he count up too. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care nothing about that. I done had enough peanuts last me a lifetime. But what I'm saying is, if I so desire some, I don't taking no bread because I
Yeah,
got some,
yeah, yeah,
but get that head and leave. You hear me? And leave. What the girls say? What them city girls? Get the
get,
what? Get the head,
what
get
is
the
it?
bread and
Get
leave.
bread, get
Do
that bread,
it. Don't
get
say
that
nothing
bread.
else.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that
it is
way for
something. It
real.
is something. It is
Yeah.
something to say about that. Especially these rappers out here. I mean, it's like fast food. I mean, when you're not at home and you far from home and you hungry, what you do? You pull up in that good Wendy's, that good Burger King, that good. I ain't even gonna lie to
And
you, Popeyes be
hold on,
hitting.
J.Versez. Then when you eat it, what happens? You poop it out
Pretty much,
immediately because it's messing your stomach up.
and
All
pretty
right,
much,
unless you eat the salads, that's a whole nother story. Uh-huh.
and
That
basically.
way.
That's where that's how it goes. So it's no
That's how
different.
it is.
It's no different. But I've always, I've just gotta say this: all ladies that is hoeing out here, look, I respect y'all. That is a very prominent industry, and you are doing a service, almost like the military. Just putting it out there. I respect it.
Women and men, J.Versez. Come on now. I'm gonna have
Oh
to get
yeah,
you
and
together,
men's
baby.
That
too,
is
I'm gonna
true.
have to get
and
you
men's
together now.
too.
I'm gonna
Hey,
have to get you
I'm
together
not
now.
even. I'm not even thinking about that because it ain't nothing but the I don't even. But men's, I put some respect on y'all as well because that's a tiring job. I can only imagine. Can only imagine. Ooh, man. But
Mm.
yeah. Well, I
It
guess I
ain't
don't know. We'll see how it
It
goes.
don't
We'll
mean
see how it
sex all the time, though. That's the thing that we miss. It doesn't mean sex all the time. It,
companionship
it doesn't
is a
mean sex
thing.
all the time. Uh-uh.
Companionship is a thing because you just got some very lonely people out here
Yes.
who just want somebody to talk to. So,
Oh, there you go. That's
so
my baby. There you
that's
go.
some people think it's because people are nasty out here, real perverted because it's all about some sex. But
Oh,
you
I
got
like them
people that
nasty. I just
you
don't
just
like a
got
whole.
people
I don't want no threesome. I
you just
like
got people
nasty
that
now.
want some companionship.
Nasty is
But
good.
but I hope though, I hope that I hope that this all just irons itself out. All the details and the truth will come to light um
Exactly.
on both sides. So I mean we'll see how it goes. But yeah, there's the whole especially after the whole Weinstein thing, everybody's just a little weary of especially people who are in the entertainment industry involved in that kind of activity because people are
Oh,
already
hold
suspicious of
on,
anything
J
they
Verse.
hear.
Hold on, J Verse, because y'all ain't gonna look. I gotta break it down. Let me tell you something. Our most prominent forefathers and our most prominent civil rights leaders had women at every stop. Do you
Mhm.
hear me? Every city that they went to, they had women there that fulfilled their needs. All right, this is facts. This is not fiction. All right, because it's FBI records of all of it. But the thing of the matter is, they still did what they were called here to do. All right, we still love them. We still have monuments of them. They're on our money. They're on uh, shoot, Dr. Martin Luther King. I mean, his friends that's still living will tell you the same thing. But it's
Mhm.
about how you do it. That's the whole thing. It's about how you carry out doing and fulfilling those needs that you have.
That's what it's all about, right there. Execution. Execution is everything.
So are you saying people don't know how to be discreet anymore?
They don't know
Hell
how to
yeah.
be discreet. They tell every damn thing. You hear me? I mean, folks tell everything. Don't you don't have to tell everything. You think if I get some mine, if I get some good, that mine good. You feel me? I ain't finna go and tell my friends. What I'm gonna tell that for? Cause they gonna see it on my face. Be the guinea.
That's a superpower though.
That's a superpower, baby.
Discretion is a
Baby,
superpower.
it's a
Mm.
superpower.
Gotta love a good person who can keep a secret. Yeah,
Mm,
gotta
mm,
know
mm.
that. But look, because all this good big energy that's being put off from this wonderful lady right here. Just a little bit more details just about yourself, because I know there's some people, especially people. Shout out everybody that's gonna be on the playback. Shout out everybody
Yeah,
that's on the
so many
chat.
people on the check-in line today. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Shay, what's up, my people? What's up, y'all? Go ahead, baby.
yeah, so I just for the people on our platform who may not know of this big beautiful energy putting out. So what a little bit. I know that you are author and as they were putting all up in the promos, award-winning radio host. So a little bit, just a little bit. Want to save that because there is a interview I heard in air for the Vibe show, so we don't want to give a little too not too much information, not too much
Let me
information.
find out.
Yeah.
We're going to bring you on, girl, for a full interview, but go ahead and tell the audience a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your podcast and your movement and what you got going on.
Oh, fantastic. First of all, again, thank y'all for having me on. I am the world famous Leveda Mccou, world famous V12. I am originally from Memphis, Tennessee. I rep Memphis everywhere I go. It's Memphis, man, all day. You feel me? The home of everything great, from music to food to the people. Man, all the rappers that you see now, musicians, soul musicians, everything. They are from Memphis, Tennessee, baby. So I am the mother of four beautiful sons, amazing sons. All of them, they're 2018, 16, and 14, and they are incredible people. And man, I am a podcaster, Whole Therapy Podcast, which means healing over everything. I have a new book, and it's called Hoe Up to Glow Up, and that's it's words of affirmations when you are at your brokest, your darkest, your loneliest uh, spots in life. And the words in that book are miraculous. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. You can find it at wholetherapypodcast.com. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Google, a podcast, all of them, everywhere that you can listen to podcasts, I am there, Whole Therapy Podcast. And I'm
Yeah.
a publicist, entertainment publicist, PR, a movie publicist, Out of Bounds. I work with, I'm a part of the Dope Academy, which is amazing, baby. So y'all check them out, tune in. DJ Quinn Reiner, one of our members. I travel with him. That's my brother. We travel everywhere together. We're booked along with DJ Work, who is a Cash Money DJ. He works with Buddha Bless This Beat, Compton Menace. He produced Chris Brown's and Compton Menace song Put On, from everywhere from people from Sauce Walker, Maserati J, Block 125, all of those guys. And my folks in Memphis I work with, so we can go on and on. My bio, you'll see the pictures. I mean, I'm just everywhere. World
She's
famous.
everywhere. She's
Okay.
Yeah.
everywhere. So
Man,
follow
a
her on
lot.
Instagram if you want to see some really cool vibes. And a little birdie told me you're going to be at the Memphis Hip Hop Awards. Is that correct?
Yes, I was. Oh my gosh! Shout out to the Memphis Hip Hop Awards, baby! I'm so excited. Oh my gosh! I heard somebody coming to join me in Memphis, February the 20th. Yeah, baby, February the 20th. It's the Memphis Hip Hop Awards. Rico Owens, the founder, he's on my live right now, and so many others are on my live. Memphis Hip Hop Awards in full effect in Memphis. I was nominated for Best Female Radio Media Personality. All right, so I do all of them. Yeah, so I have about 10 VIP tables, and there are 60 people. They heard I was nominated. I wasn't sure if I was going to even come to Memphis because my schedule is so busy. I'm gonna be in Detroit like February 23rd. Little Rock, I have to go see, do publicity strategy work in Little Rock. Have to go to California, work on a movie. Shout out to BJ Chambers of the Chambers Brothers. I'm writing his screenplay, so he's for his movie. I'm working on it. You know, actors are already coming on saying, hey, man, I want to be a part of this. So we're working on the financing and everything for that. Um, yeah, so it's amazing. Now I'm in Fort Lauderdale at the Electric Dragon. I'm working on their publicity and PR stuff. And, you know, it's the hottest place to be. Y'all gonna be here, live shows. I'm doing it all, world famous friends. So y'all come in. Yeah.
Ooh,
We'll
yeah.
be there. We'll be there soon.
I would be there. I know Jacqueline's gonna be there because Jacqueline gets to go places, but
Yeah.
no, they don't let me go nowhere.
She does.
They
I
just
met
be
Jackie.
behind this microphone.
I was at Royal Radio Live, which is in Royal Studios in Memphis, home of the legendary Willie Mitchell, all of that, and Anna Mitchell. Man, look, let me tell you, Anna Mitchell is one of the greatest people in the world in the music industry. She is behind some of the greatest artists. I mean, from tours, Take Me to the River, her and her brother, Boo Mitchell, and the Mitchell family, they are incredible. When I say incredible, and the most humblest people and all of that, they are incredible. But they got Grammys. Al Green, their father and grandfather discovered Al Green, and so that Memphis sound and all of that. So like RZA, Jizza, Wu Tang Clan,
Bruno
like all of
Mars.
those samples were produced at Royal Studios. You're talking like Aretha Franklin's horns produced there. I was there, and look, I just got. Can I brag on my people for a minute? How much time I
Oh,
got? I
go,
know y'all got y'all questions, but
oh,
you
go
know,
ahead.
when I'm on a platform, baby, everywhere I go, it's Memphis, man. So let me just share something with y'all real quick. So it was so crazy because Melissa Etheridge was in the studio and she was recording her album that won a Grammy. So I went to the restroom. I'm just chilling. I'll go in there, whatever. I'm chilling, and I go to the bathroom. I come out, man. Melissa Etheridge staring me in my face. I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "Hold on," and she went to the bathroom. Oh my God! She sat on the same toilet I sat on, but I sat it on before. Look, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's like that, and that's the
Ah,
way it is. So then Anna calls me. She said, "Hey, Dougie Fresh need a ride to the to get a haircut." So they know I know all the barbershops. Like I'm the mayor of Memphis. Don't believe none what Wikipedia whoever say that who the mayor. I'm the mayor of Memphis. Period. Everybody want to be king of Memphis, but I'm the mayor. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
I
Now,
feel it.
girl, you messed up though, because you didn't gorilla glue that toilet seat. I'm telling you.
baby, I ain't trying to
Mm.
let her be stuck there. We need Melissa out making music, honey. So anyway, I
Oh
took
Lord.
Dougie Fresh. I pull up at his hotel. So I'm like, oh my God, this Dougie Fresh. Oh my God, this Dougie Fresh. Man, guess who gets in the car with him?
Who?
Look Vicious. Oh my
Ah.
God.
Oh
So he
wow.
in my back seat.
Okay.
So we go, I take him to Cristal Celebrity Salon, which is Yo Gotti's barber, Zach Randolph's money bag, all of them, everybody gets their hair cut there. All right. CMG all the way. Right. So I'm like, okay, Chris, I'm bringing somebody to get their haircut because they know I'm always bringing folks like Ray Shrimmer's mom and uh, uh, just so many people. I
Oh,
can't
you
even
got the
tell you.
connect then, huh?
Yeah, like
Ray
that
Shrimmer.
youngster's mom, like they're my confidence. NLE Chopper's mama. Oh, baby, y'all gonna have to put me on the whole show because I got stories. But anyway, y'all just need to come to the Memphis Hip Hop Awards, www.memphishiphop.awards.com. February the 20th. I got 60 my very VIP people. Yo Gotti's auntie, shout out OGP Week. She's gonna be there. She said, Vita, I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'm coming to support you. I got so many people. So many people love. Mr. Ian, who's man, so many people, honey. So many people's coming to support me just in my section. Not telling how many people's gonna be there too.
That's real talk.
Sounds like a party I wish I
Yes.
could go to. God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh
And
Lord.
so my book, I forgot my book. So y'all, hoe up to glow up, get it. It's $12.21 wholetherapypodcast.com. When I tell you that book is life changing. I'm in tears. I can't, my phone won't even stay charged because people are calling me with their testimonies and saying how that book has changed their lives. They get miraculous money, $30 million, man, investments, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Healing in places they didn't think of, because it's a book that you experience. You don't read it just like you experiencing me right now, my energy and all that kind of stuff. Man, that book, you're experiencing it. And $1, well, actually $3 from that book goes to advocating for like businesses in the community. And one of them is Fashion for Life. And every book that I sell, I donate $1 to them. And my goal is to sell 100 books. It's a digital download, 100 books a day. Because these people, they're doing a lifetime. I mean, so many people are in talks. One of the organizers is Angela Marie, and her daughter was kidnapped at 16, and she went
Oh,
undercover to recover her daughter,
Mm.
and she got her back. And so I was in Atlanta with them at their fundraiser at Nouveau in College Park, Georgia. And when I tell you, we had models, people been in Black Panther. We met with, the other day it was crazy. We met with the people from like Bravo TV, and just, just the life. I just say, okay, let's do it. But look, I'm done, honey. How long? I'm not done. Look, I got my son I was telling y'all about. I'm a real Memphis mama, baby. So my son I was telling y'all about, my oldest son. His name is Jay Adams. Y'all need to check him out.
He
Jay
sings.
Adams. He has a song called Tonight on iTunes, anywhere music is streamed, Instagram, all of that, TikTok, whatever. It's called Tonight. And he has another song called Let You Know. He is the number one recruit 2020 class football player at East Mississippi Community College, and that's
Congrats.
Last Chance You on Netflix. Um, I'm shooting a reality
oh,
show. It's on and
that's
on. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
Three Lit Queens coming. You know what I'm saying? It's all that, baby. We just doing everything. Whatever we can do, we doing. Y'all see these big bank rolls, you know what I'm saying, that don't fold.
one
That's what
big
it's that's what we about. Big
I got
bank
green
rolls
on
that don't
too.
fold.
I'm trying to be
Yeah,
like you.
oh,
I got
baby,
green
this
on.
purple. This purple, baby, this
Oh.
purple. I got the big purple Benjamin Franklin heads, big heads.
Mm. Hmm.
I got time for it today, baby.
ooh, got a whole lot, just a
She got a
big,
lot going on.
huge
Yeah,
gumbo pot of a whole bunch of
I
stuff
don't
going
sleep.
on.
That's why I drink juice, cause I don't sleep. I can't even eat solid food. You feel me? Cause I gotta. It's just
Always
I
need,
gotta get that real life food. You feel me?
always
That
need
real raw.
go. So,
Mhm.
so much big respect and big ups for all that good stuff that
Thank
is
you.
happening. So many blessings is happening on your side, and
Yeah.
look, that
Are
that
you
that
a
is something.
blessing? Jacqueline is a blessing. You know how this happened. I'm gonna tell y'all how it happened. How much time I got? Give me 2 minutes. Look, I was a preacher's wife, and I was what you call a stay at home mom. You know, and I thought that's all that I was going to do with my life, and I was content with that. But everybody knows that when you content, that's not a good place to be. When you're comfortable, that's not good. So
Mhm.
what's in you have to come out, and it depends on how much that's in you. The more that you go through, the more you have to sacrifice, because that's more of you that you have to love and give out to people. So I'm a praying person. I believe in the Most High God. I believe that we have a creator. So whatever you call your creator, if it's a he, she, it, all that's between you and them. You feel me? But as for me, um, I had to start, I wrote down affirmations and like I am beautiful because I was sexually abused from 5 to 10 years old by
Mm.
women. So I hated women growing up. I love men. You feel me? Men have taught me everything that I know, and women have too. But what I'm saying is, it didn't turn me to be a lesbian or anything like that. But it did put in my heart a hatred toward women because I thought that they were the subject of my abuse and that they were catty and they were this and they were that until I was healed. And I was healed from it by seeing my identity and speaking my identity. Because when you say I am, that means that you're in the current state of being. My God, Yo Gotti, Young Dolph, they say that all the time. Kevin Gates, I love Kevin Gates. I think he's my pastor, y'all. So
Gates.
shout out to Kevin Gates. That's my pastor. Y'all better not mess with him. You better not
That's
say
it.
nothing about him. You feel me? Because I love him. So I said I am loved. I am found because I felt lost. I was financially abused. I was every kind of abuse that you could think of. I was. And so everybody has a name. And so I would say God, your creator, gave you that name so you can be famous, that you can be distinguished. And how I got my name is through a lady called Cindy Trim. I went to ministry school, so I graduated from her ministry school. My Dr. Cindy Trim, she was just on Good Morning America. She's my mentor as well. And she told me, she said, you will speak in a language that the world will understand. That's my job on earth. I don't care if you see me smoking, you see me whatever, because guess what? When I'm out there and I'm smoking, everybody that I know, all the entertainers or whatever, they out there smoking too. And I'm there right there to give them love and to speak life into them and to give them what they need. You feel me? In the direction that they need. And
Need
so
it.
there you go.
Need that. Need that. And
Yeah,
what
Positive affirmations.
absolutely.
Jacqueline,
Yeah.
Jackie, hey,
Yes.
over there. So this is your friends, right? This is your friends.
This is my homegirl. Yeah.
Yes! Come on, Jackie. How we meet? Tell them folks how we met,
How
girl.
did y'all meet?
Tell
Like
them folks.
how did that? Cause Jaxie, cause Jackie, saying she's like this. Right now, she's like this, and big just explosion of energy. I'm just wondering, like, how did this friendship come about?
I was at the grocery store and I was looking for Gorilla Glue, and she said, "No, baby, that's not the one you need. You
Ah,
need
it
this
ain't that.
one."
No, I like the strand. You hear me? I like the weed, something you can stuff in a raw cone. Come on
Mm,
now.
No, I mean I do PR. So we connected first on Instagram, and then we connected with my artists, and I got her on the show, and it was just an instant connection from there. It was just this natural homegirl type environment. We texted each other afterwards, called each other almost every day. Positive affirmation. She knows. I'm really big on women empowerment. I obviously have my doctorate in education, so a lot of it was just making sure that we were good, especially because we work and grind, and it's great to have another woman that can relate to you. So we just connected like soul sisters from that point on.
mm.
Absolutely. And Emmy, I love Emmy. We put Emmy on so much music. Shout out to Set It Off. That is my man radio partner. I miss her so much seeing her face. She's in Memphis. She's steadily doing her thing. She's going to be at the Memphis Hip Hop Awards too. And you will see KG. She's another part of Three Lit Queens. And we've done some tapings. We didn't fell out. And we done came back together. And what else? Blue. Oh, that fine blue. Oh, blue so fine. What's that blue suede?
Blue
That man
suede.
so fine. Look, I had to interview him. I had to interview him through the phone, baby. We were so in tune because everything is a vibe. Y'all see it in the back of me. It's a whole vibe. Look, we was dancing to Slow Down by what's his name? Skip Marley. And
Yep.
Skip Marley reposted it. You feel me? Honey, when we was dancing with Emmy, we put on Rennie Rucci, man. Rennie Rucci saw it. Morris Day, we did Morris Day. Morris Day, I love him so much. I think he has a new movie coming out, and I was on his Instagram. We was on his Instagram. He reposted the story. Now let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. How powerful this book is. Let's go back to the book. Let me tell you how powerful it is. So I have a private group on Facebook. It's called World Famous Affirmations. It's private. I have everybody in there from international restaurant owners in Harris, my good friends. They own Chai Wu and Mango Tree in London and all over the place. Singapore, it was in Hangover, all of that. They're real good friends of mine. They kidnapped me for 3 days. So we was with Michael Jackson, was David Guest, his foundation. And so they would come down every year and do whatever. So anyway, we hung out for 3 days. So this man is in there. Man, the number one, number two radio executives of radio in England, they're in there. Like everybody's in there, okay? And so we just reaffirm each other. We put it out there. So anyway, I'm trending. I ain't even make the post about Pooh Shiesty. I ain't even make the post when Pooh Shiesty was on the Breakfast Club. I went, shared the story. Man, oh my God. Oh my God.
You were
Guess
on
what?
their story.
The Breakfast Club reposted me in their stories. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The first story with the link, baby. Main story with the link. Don't play, baby. Affirmations is real. If you are sitting around, you broke, you lonely, you whatever. Even if you ain't broke, you can have more money. Even if you don't like the person that you with, it's okay if they ain't for you. But shit, they can be better. So, but you speak it into existence
To
because your
existence.
reality is something that you thought and that you said beforehand. That's why you seeing it. Because, baby, I'm done. I'm finna start preaching. I'm feeling my help right now. Okay, go ahead. Because I'm feeling my help.
Go
I'm
ahead,
hot.
Versus.
I just got
Next
hot.
topic.
Because I ain't trying to take up y'all time because y'all know I got to show world. Come on. You know I got to show. Hey, y'all, live. Come on now. Y'all know I got to show now. Come on.
Oh yeah, no, big much appreciation. That's what it's about. Everybody needs
Yes.
that little
Mm-hmm.
motivation, a little something to pick them
Mm-hmm.
up. So, but I know I majorly appreciate all of
I
that. You know, the chat is loving you. Let me hold on. Let me
They
shout out
love you.
everybody that's up in here. Make sure that you hit the like button and also
yeah.
share.
And
Share
tell
some more.
Kevin
Subscribe.
Gates I'm looking
Subscribe.
for. I want to come and holler at him and the kids and drink of them. Yeah. So we met and we broke Emmy's record. We broke Blue Sway's record. I've broken Omar Wilson, who is the singer of Secret Garden. He's one of them. Like he's with Cisco. Excuse me, Raheem Devon,
Mm-hmm.
Sean Stockton from Boys to Men. And so
Mhm.
they remade Quincy Jones' hit Secret Garden. And it's the number one most requested song R&B song on Billboard, R&B song on Billboard. I sent him a message. I said, man, you're going to be, he was, I think, at number 20 or something. And I said, you're going to be 18 for a minute. Then you're going to be number 10. And now he's number one R&B. And it's amazing. We're really great friends. And he sends me all his music. And he's been, doing it for a while, And it's so beautiful when you're in your right place. So many of us are not in the place, or we've been so comfortable about being in the place that who said they should have left that classic alone?
Oh Lord,
Baby,
have
I read comments. Don't do it. Don't
mercy.
come for 'em. You hear me? But you know what's the beautiful thing about that G5 music? We say they should have left the classics alone. Let's talk about that for a minute. Because when people replay music and they remaking all that kind of stuff music, those artists that made the music before them, they get money from it. So regardless if they like it, we like it or not, the people are still
Getting
eating
paid.
off of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So they won't be broke. So it's a giving. And so if your perspective is wrong, your
Mm.
conclusion is wrong. G5, you said what you said, period. I mess with you, baby. That's what I'm saying, baby. I ain't trying to change your opinion. I'm just trying to help you. You hear me? And where I'm from, hope means help. All
That
right, I love you.
cycle does. That cycle does.
I'm
But
gonna
yeah,
send
that
you my
is a
book.
cycle.
I'm gonna send you
Definitely.
my book. I don't even want you to pay for it. I'm gonna send you my book. So make sure you put your email address in there. He does sound like, baby, that man ain't so fine though. I don't know if he a man or a woman or whatever. But he said, "Oh my Wilson sounds like DMX trying to say, baby," but he fine though. Come on.
But yes. That is something. That is something. That's something that I'm glad that you brought that up because that is
Yeah.
something that the music industry people gotta understand. It's like okay, people remix and they take things, they sample things. That's a cycle. It's a beautiful cycle that helps out. The older artists once their time passes, they still get a check. They still get a check and things like that. And that is no disrespect because a lot of people take that as disrespect. It's actually an appreciation
Honor.
because
It's
that it is an
honor.
honor.
Yeah.
So that's what we're missing. Like Jacqueline, she honors what I do. I honor what she does. J.Versez, I honor what you do. I respect what you do. I don't want to be you. I don't want to be Jackie. I got enough shit to deal with by myself. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, Jay Adams that came in. That's my baby down there. They go KJ McCou. Jay Adams down there, baby. He got this cold song with Buddha Bless This Big Artist. It's coming out, honey. Jay Young Woe, man, it's amazing. It's called Girls. It's coming out spring. Y'all, this is a hit. It's going to be, oh my gosh, it's phenomenal. And
Speaking,
my son, let me just tell you about what being in the right position, what that looks like, what that feels like. My mother was a school teacher in Memphis at this place called Frazier High School. It's in North Memphis. So shout out to North Memphis. That's Juicy J them. That's everybody got it, all them, right? And
Juicy
so
J.
she taught Academy Award winning um, artist Frazier Boy, who wrote "It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp," and that he has an Oscar when 3 6 Mafia won the Oscar for Hustle and Flow for that song. It's hard out here for a pimp.
Mhm.
I was dating a guy and Frazier Boy came to my house. I said, "Oh, you went to Frazier?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Well, did you know a lady who I look like that taught there?" He looked at me and he looked at me real good. He said, "Oh my God, you're Miss Massey's daughter." And guess what he did? Tears welled up in his eyes. And he said, "If it wasn't for your mother, I would not have graduated high school." I'm also sitting in a place, Electric Dragon. It's a hookah lounge. It's premium. It's exclusive. These folks got Chanel lights and Versace wallpaper and all that kind of stuff that I can't pronounce up in here. All right. And Ian, his name is Mr. Ian. My mother taught him in school. I didn't know that, but he knew it all along. And I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Give me 2 minutes. I'm like a preacher. You hear me? The whole Baptist preacher. I do 5 benedictions. But guess what happened? I was riding one day, I was a banker. So I was riding one day downtown Beale Street and I saw this man and he was in a red G Wagon. I mean, it was clean. And he just looked so kingly and so exclusive and just so amazing. And I looked over to him. I said, "Man, God, I want to be like that when I grow up. I really want to be like him when I grow up." You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's amazing. How about less than 3 months later, a mutual friend of ours took me over his house. And this was 7 years ago. And we met 7 years ago. And we became instant, like connected, friends. I mean, everything. And I told him the story. I just told him the story the other day, and he has brought me down here, and I don't know, fast and name cars and all that kind of stuff, for ride, all kind of stuff. And he has, I'm doing his PR and his publicist work, and here it go. I live here.
Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa, Jacqueline. Once
yeah.
again, Jacqueline's groupies have reared their heads.
She better have some. You hear me? Ain't nothing wrong with it. My girl is fine. And just stay kind.
Jacqueline got her groupies.
All
Yeah,
right?
they gonna show their head. But I want to
Ah,
shift gears though. I want to shift
Go ahead, baby.
gears, right?
Go.
Right. Because we are reaching the latter half of our show, right?
Okay.
Um, there's an issue. At least that's what I've noticed. 2020 was a heavy year. We all know that. I mean, we still feeling the effects because 2021 is no different than really kind of 2020. But 2020 was very racially charged, right? It was a lot of racially charged
Hello, I'm
stuff.
sorry, J.Versez. I'm sorry to cut you off, baby.
Oh
But
good.
my son just said, laugh out loud, she is fine on me. Girl, you got
Oh,
19-year-olds, 20-year-olds talking about you fine. Son, that's my child right there. Because if it was a man on here, I would have been saying the same thing. Go
oh.
ahead, baby. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Come on, black people. Go ahead.
Boy, Jacqueline Jacqueline has that
mm,
effect ever since
mm.
we have this started this. Jacqueline has been she get the heart eye emoji, all of that, but it's fine. I'm a taken man, so I get my emojis from my lady. I love you, baby. I know you in the chat, but but the thing is, it's 2020 was a heavy year. It was racially charged. We saw a lot of, I guess you can say, revolution of more pro-blackness happening, right? A lot
Mhm.
of support of and being more, I guess you can say, more pride in the blackness, especially as a African American, right? But there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, especially when it comes to opportunities being presented in our country, because we ain't going nowhere. Ain't nobody go. People love the NBA too much, NFL, all that good stuff. They not leaving America. People say, "Oh, we gonna leave America." No, you're not, because everywhere else you go, they don't got that good ratchet stuff that you love in America. So you ain't going nowhere. But there's a gap when for opportunities with the people that the powers that be in our black community, the multi-millionaires, the billionaires, the people who have the capital to establish institutions, to provide easier
I can't wait till you
opportunities.
finish this question, child.
So I'm
You
just
fin- I can't wait for you to, baby. That thing so loaded, my hands got hot. That top is so low. Let me tell you, let me share something with you, boo boo. Let me share something with you real quick. Brown and black people have to understand they have everything in their own community. And one thing about what the pandemic did, and I know I said it in real country, but when
Mhm.
when that thing hit, it causes you to look outside of yourself and to be more kind and to be more helpful and to do all of that. That's why it's flourishing now. The knowledge has always been there, but one thing about it, it's more poor white people, and this is a statistical fact. I was a corporate banker as well. I worked for John Hope Bryant. I know SunTrust presidents. We have selfies. Okay, like for real. It's more poor white people than black people, but because we think that we need something from somebody else instead of ourselves, we miss the money that we're supposed to have because we take it, giving it to somebody who know they're inferior to us. That is
Mhm.
the problem.
Man, I ain't
And
got no
that's
air
what you
horns.
call a poverty mindset. That's why you need to get the book, wholetherapypodcast.com. And baby, that's the problem. That's the problem. I'm right here. I'm supporting black business. I'm supporting Latin. Like when I was just at the Latina nail shop and all that kind of stuff. You have to support who supports you. That's the thing.
Right.
That's the thing. And when our perspective is wrong, our conclusion will always be wrong.
Correct.
500 credit score communities. This is Operation Hope now. Look, I was elected, well, not elected, but I was hired to be start the Operation Hope Inside program in Memphis, Tennessee, and it was located inside SunTrust. All right, so when the pandemic, before the financial crash and all that happened, before then I worked for Hope Credit Union. They're the number one and number two CDFIs, which is Community Financial. No, what is it? Community Financial Institution, right? And so what they have in banking is called community reinvestment credits. That means that they have to invest in the communities around where the bank locations are. But I can't give nobody a loan if they got a 500 credit score. How the hell I'm gonna do that? And you know why? Who gonna lend to somebody with a 500 and below credit score? Hell, a $600 and below credit score. Guess who gonna lend to them? The check cash in place and
High
everything.
ass
So that
interest
means
rates.
the poor gets poorer. But if you raise somebody credit score to $700, I mean, oh, thank you, Lord. I thank you for $700. But for 700 to
100 points.
700 credit score, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have better banks. You're going to have schools move into the neighborhood. You're going to have better housing. You're going to have pay less in taxes, all of that. But guess what the investors do from overseas and all over the place? They come and buy that 500 credit score community, and they become slum lords, whatever you want to call it, and they keep feeding off of poor people. People ask me, Vita, why don't you put this on Amazon? Why don't you put this whatever? Why? Because they're going to take, I ain't getting number 70%. And my pain got to pay me. I need all 100 so I can do what I'm supposed to do and send it to who and help communities, organizations that I'm supposed to help. But
Right.
if you send it out because everybody's on Amazon, that's what we need to do or whatever. No. When you gave, it's 100%. You just need to know a good publicist like Jacqueline. You just need to come on a good show like Vibes. You know, like the Vibe Show, 97.9. That's what you need to do, boo boo. But we give our power away. So that's the problem. The problem is not them. The problem is you. It's us.
Mm-hmm.
Because our
Yeah.
perspective is fucked up.
No
And I said
damn
it. And I meant
air
it.
horns. I need to get some sound effects up in here. Yeah, no, I mean, all imaginary air horns to everything that was said. Now, because you said something very interesting, right? Perspective leads to wrong conclusion, right? All the time.
So
So,
yes,
how do we?
yes.
I'm just wondering. I mean, what do we think? Just not even just for Black people, just everybody who's a minority, because we all seem to have the wrong perspective, and that's why we ended up in these same conclusions, and the cycle keep repeating it. So, like, I'm just wondering, like, Jacqueline, what do you think? Because you know you a PR woman, you a business woman, right? So, yeah,
Mhm, mhm.
what do you think? What do you see? You know, what can shift people's perspective? Because right now is what we lacking is perspective, is why minorities are not winning like they should be, especially Black people, because the Black dollar has been proven statistically it's up there, but
Yeah.
we're giving it away all the time. So how can we shift perspective to put it back into the community?
I mean, let's be real. The education is out there for all of us. If we don't go and take it upon ourselves to learn about financial literacy or how to invest, how to start a business, how to start a LLC, we are endangering ourselves. So number one, you have to go, get the knowledge. And if you don't know the knowledge, guess what? Partner up with someone that does. That's how we start building each other up. And so, there's this kind of like a community amongst ourselves that I might be a good attorney. J.Versez might be a good banker. Leveda might be, really good at another field. And so you have to create those alliances and partnerships in order to really grow. What we start seeing is intercompetition amongst our own race. And so, amongst Hispanics, it's unfortunate. Like, everyone claims Mexicans and Puerto Ricans are the only two races in Hispanic culture. God, no. I'm from Honduras,
Ooh,
so yeah. Um, so, people automatically make those stereotypes that, the Latin community is just within certain sectors. So, why can't we learn from each other? Why can't we empower each other? Why can't we help each other grow? And that's really one of the issues that we face within our, community is we all can really grow each other, but we fail to do so. So let's start from the beginning. It starts with
Feed
grassroots and really wanting to help each other grow.
we
Yeah.
don't
feed.
want to share no information. That's the whole problem. Look, let me tell you something. It's just like
Mm.
when, like, say Jackie found a beautiful dress, and I'm like, "Oh, girl, that dress so beautiful, girl. Where you get it?" Oh, girl, I forgot.
Girl, I tell
But
you.
she know damn well where she got that dress from. She just hid
Mhm.
information that, you know what I'm saying, could benefit that place or somewhere else. That's the problem. That's
Selfish.
how we see crab in the bucket mentalities. Why? Because we sit on information. That's why that is why our communities are where they are, because people don't have information. And Jacqueline, myself, and you are in the information business. Operation Hope Inside. You can start a business. They help you get your credit right. I repaired 300 people credit in 6 months, because Memphis is the number one bankruptcy capital in the world.
Ooh,
Wow.
yes,
When you
it
hop off
is.
the plane in Memphis, your credit score go down. When I
Okay.
hopped on the plane and got off on Fort Lauderdale, hallelujah, that motherfucker then went up. But my thing
Mm.
is, look, go and call them folks. We on YouTube. Type. You hear me? You can find anything on YouTube. But you know what's the problem is? You don't think it's true.
But
But
here's the
it
thing though,
is.
there's a lot of bad information out there. So you got to be
Yes.
careful.
Yes,
You
So the
can't just
credible
misinformation.
sources,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
Operation Hope, you anybody, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, credit reporting agencies supposed to be thinking they owned by the government. They are Fortune 500 companies. They are information gatherers. Information.
Mhm.
That's all they are, about your who you pay on time, where you live at, all of that stuff. They,
Mm.
they can't they can't, you know what I'm saying, harm you by trying to figure out how they operate. You see what I'm saying? How you going to participate in a system that you don't even know how to play the game? That's foolishness. That's why you on the bench.
Get in the game. Oh, let me read
Put
this
me in the.
chat
I've been in the
right
game.
here.
Put me in the game,
Let me
coach.
read this chat right here by my little social justice warrior over here. So it's my lady here. Uh,
Absolutely,
she's
we are.
yeah, she's yeah,
We are.
Black Renaissance, and that's definitely something that's happening. Definitely a Black Renaissance is on the horizon. We're only on the cusp of it. We're not in it just yet, because you see people changing. You see people changing. There's still some stragglers, a lot of stragglers that we need to get
They
them
ain't got
to.
the information yet.
Yeah, so
Your haters, just people that ain't healed yet. That's
yeah,
all.
we not fully there yet in full force, but it's happening, and that's a good thing because people are waking up slowly but
Absolutely.
surely and
Absolutely.
seeing that hey, the power is within you. But but what about these people? With that being said, though, what about the people that are looking for these? Your Jay-Z's, your Beyonce, these billionaire people to do something. Why should people like that keep waiting on these people to do something, or we just need to come, yeah, like you say, come in with more within of the community.
Babe, that's the problem. We're coming into the mindset that we really need each other.
Mm.
Everybody has a part. Everybody has a word to give somebody that's going to release the vision to open. You see what I'm saying?
Mm,
Jay-Z, them, all them, they got money. Money is just a result of what is inside of you. So you need more money to do that which you were called to do. Your money has an assignment. The reason you don't have money is because you ain't put a demand on it. It serves you. And so that's the perspective that you have to live at. Everything on the outside, not people, on the outside, physical, material things, all that, it's to serve you. And with information like Operation Hope, those people like that, their information is free. Can
free.
FREE, they help you with fixing your credit. When I say fix it, I mean strengthen it, giving you the tools, starting a business, all of that. I'm sitting in a black owned business right now. This man got trust fund babies. That's why I call his little children trust fund. You feel what I'm saying? His little son. And I asked him for $1 million. He said, I got your money. Come on now. Come on. It's about perspective. So if you looking, you live up here, that's where you created up here to think up here, to be up here. But your mindset is in hog heaven,
Mhm.
man, with the playing with the pigs. Come on, man. What you think you gonna have?
I
But
don't think it's fair though. I don't think it's fair for people to put such a big responsibility on other people to inspire you. I mean, it's good, right? External inspiration is always great, but like, should we turn more? We need people need to learn to turn more internal rather than trying to look at other people. And I've always been a advocate of that. Is you need to learn your
come
internal
on,
stuff
J.Versez.
instead of
Come
that
on,
external
baby.
stuff. So
Come on, baby.
I
We
agree.
look
It's
at
the
people
it's the
we
truth.
admire. We're supposed to admire people. I'm gonna let you talk, Jack, because y'all know I be in the whole zone. You feel me? But baby, come on now. What's my baby said? My 901 print shop gave me this. It said, "Who's got my money?" Y'all know that's 10X. What that man name? Jack Cordone. Ain't that
Grant
his Grant
Cardone.
Cordone?
Yep.
Man, shout out to Grant. I mess with him big time. Him and Neil Patel, all them people. I mess with them. Brian Scott and all them. Look, but check this out.
Right.
It's up to you to go get the worm. I can put the worm in your mouth, all that like the birds, but they gotta eat it. You gotta eat it, bruh.
Hmm.
I can't get mad at you because I'm your friend and I've been next to you all this time. And that Jackie, she gone and she doing the Oscars PR and she doing MTV PR and BET PR and she doing all the big names and Janet Jackson and all these folks like that. And I'm mad at her because I was with her and this, and that. My auntie Hammy stayed at my house for 1 week. I told her we are going to change history doing you're at my house for a week. I interviewed her, the first interview she ever did. And when I tell you the day after she did Coachella. Beyonce did Coachella. She did Coachella in my family's living room, like man's cave, whatever. Then we went to an extended stay, and she did Pew Pew Pew. I had to leave, take the car back. And when I got back, she was doing, she had just began Pew Pew Pew. Me and Berlin on the bed twerking. I can't twerk in public. I don't even know how to, but I can in private, if you know what I'm talking about. But look, the next day, we sitting up there looking at clips of Lil Baby on his documentary he filming, looking at her doing, hold up, wait a minute, it's the 22, pew, pew, pew. Look, it was so crazy to us because we like, man, as long as we got some weed and some blacks, man, and that camera on charge, we gonna be live. You feel what I'm saying? The next day, Cardi B, the people who found Cardi B called her and flew her to LA. And she was like, I was like, you don't go by yourself, this, and that. Woo, woo, woo. She went, and man, when I say don't go by yourself, I mean it. You always need 2 ears and 2 eyes and whatever. But sometimes you gotta go by yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Because she got a whole crew of people that's praying for her, believing for her, all that. Baby, she went inside. Now she got a billion some streams. But if you talk to her, she got a book coming out too. Y'all stay tuned for that. Baby, when I tell you though, you own it. Baby, you own it. Who's
That's
some
the
Ooh.
cute
truth,
little
though. I
things?
mean,
Okay, go ahead.
now I was going to say, we all have the same 24 hours. It's what you make of it on a daily basis. And if you see no results, you got to ask yourself the question, what did you learn today? What did you do today to grow? Are you procrastinating on yourself? And a lot of people don't do that self reflection, and they don't take the time
Yeah, they
to ask themselves,
bullshit. Come on,
yeah.
Jackie, they be bullshitting. Stop
But
bullshitting with
but
your
let's be real
gift.
though.
Absolutely.
A
They
lot of people want you know, an easy way out. You know, some people want a handout, some people want the blueprint already given to them. And unless you're willing to grind and hustle, guess what? You're going to get caught in the rat race all the time. So I teach this in my, college courses all the time. It is up to you to determine what your destiny and legacy is going to be.
come on,
So
Jackie.
if
Come on,
if financial literacy is something that you're weak in, acknowledge it. Like, there, swallow your pride, acknowledge it, figure out what credit's all about, figure out what you can do to advance yourself,
Right.
and get an accountability partner, really move your life forward. If owning a business is what you want to do, figure out what it takes to go get that. What's the cost in an LLC? What's the cost of doing Shopify? What's whatever it is that you want to do. I would say COVID was a blessing in disguise for
Come
myself,
on, come on, come on, come on,
because
come on.
I did not realize how careless I was spending money
Come
in
on.
dumb places, and then now it's like you really make that dollar stretch, and now it forces you to change your mindset about finances and income and really where you want it to go. If you stay stagnant, that you weren't going to do anything with your life, then that's your mission, that's your model, and you got to be okay with it. But if you wanted to be an entrepreneur, you got to know you're going to have many bad days before you see the good days, and it takes that perseverance in order to go to the top, and a lot of people don't have that within them. So you make yourself what you make of yourself. The time and the effort that you put into yourself is going to show.
Right.
When I was
And
that
I
whole
do want to
credit,
say this though.
I'm sorry, go
Uh,
ahead.
oh, good. No, because I wanted to bring up the whole like the Nick Cannon situation, right? Because Nick Cannon, he we know he created Wild and Out, and Wild and Out initially, and nobody wanted to. They didn't think it would work. So what he do? He did his thing, created it, some couple of little pilot shows, and then the white folks are like, oh, okay, we all right. This is something, and they approached him with the briefcase, and he started working in conjunction with them. But then they snatched that away from him. He got fired from his own creation because of something that he said, and now they're walking it back, and now he's back in the mix. But my thing is, why should have Nick, like, why did Nick Cannon have to, like, why do people sell, why do black
Oh,
people sell
J.Versez,
this?
you making oh J.Versez. Oh
Like, why do
J.Versez.
we sell our things when we know it's lucrative? Because black people, we have created
J.Versez.
a whole bunch of stuff that was lucrative without that white man with the briefcase coming in to with the big bag of money to buy it. But it's like business 101, right? You buy your competition and put it under your umbrella
It ain't
because then
even
you
that. You
eliminate.
know how many people that he has helped and taken care of, and whole families that change situations because of his obedience, because of his sacrifice. He ain't sacrificed. I ain't talking about no Illuminati shit. I'm talking about put his gift out there and then him prospering off his gift. And look how many cast members, how many platforms, the 85 South Show, all of them, those guys have transcended comedy and social media and all that. Carlos Bean, he's talked about how he had to go and pawn his game because that's all he had left. He was like, if this don't work, he gonna have to go work a job or whatever like that. Man, do you know Now he a millionaire. His kids ain't got to worry about money. His kids ain't got to worry about money. DC Young Fly, his babies got YouTubes and Instagrams, got a lipstick line, and his gal and all that stuff. I would love her YouTube too. Y'all need to check it out. DC Young Fly gal. But anyway, man, and then Carlos Miller with his little cute beard and stuff. I loves me a beard. I'm mad because I missed that beard that I thought I was gonna talk to today. I ain't trying to choose. I'm just admiring God's gift. So look, I hope he we see healing. Look, but when I tell you Carlos Miller, like he from Jackson, Mississippi, that's down there from under Memphis. No folks love Memphis, period. But what I'm saying is you have to have more money for your mission. He didn't sell nothing. If your perspective is wrong, our conclusion don't always be wrong. Yeah, they gotta bring her back, but he needed rest. That was something that he is like he was, Nick Cannon, his health, like he has to stay on top of it and all that kind of stuff. And us workers, like I don't sleep for 2 days. I don't smoke cocaine. I don't take no pills. I don't do none of that stuff. It's just when you feel with purpose, your cells know it. Your body responds. When you put your life forces like natural food and vegan food and vegetarian healthy food, fish and all that, that put life in your body so it will last longer. But he won't sit down. And God just set him down for a minute. Them folks need Nick. They need a J.Versez. They need Jacqueline. Because why? You have a mind. You're part of the puzzle. Your piece, your little piece is something that's going to complete somebody's whole puzzle. They just missing one piece. And that's
So
you.
let me ask you both a question,
Get in there,
being that you
Jack.
guys are both African American. Did Nick Cannon do the right decision by going back to Viacom, or should he have taken his show and gone on a black network? What do you think?
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't think none. I don't have an opinion because it's all in the plan. What Drake say is God's plan. Fuck feelings.
Hmm.
That's what's wrong in Memphis right now. Because, excuse me, everywhere I go, people, I mean, everywhere I go, love Memphis. They love how we talk. They love our personalities. They love our music. They love everything. But the biggest rappers in Memphis, you know how many people in Memphis have died because of Yo Gotti's and Young Dolph's beef, and because of, the people that they sign and all this stuff and breaking up whole neighborhoods and whatever, only because somebody has taken they didn't sign feelings and they didn't took it the wrong way because their perspective was wrong. Sometimes you're not meant to sit under somebody. It's not neither one of their faults per se, because people need to mind their own business and let God's plan be God's plan.
I
But
totally
what the
agree.
problem is, when you're a leader and that spirit of dissension was there way before them ever existed. All right. When you do that, you set in motion a whole generations of angry people. You should have did this for me. You should have did that for me. Why you ain't do this? Why you talk about me? Why you do that? But if we get out of our feelings and say fuck feelings, this is for generations after us, which is happening right now in Memphis. When you come see it at the Memphis Hip Hop Awards, this the shameless plug. You feel me? But ain't no shame in it. Cause y'all gonna see unity like never before. And we're gonna see a revival of people really helping people. And we're gonna see like the Memphis community really, with this crazy killing and all this stuff everywhere, it's going to see. So, but people need to mind their own business and do what they're supposed to do. Some people run with a crew. Some people have to start their own thing and be bosses unto themselves, because you reach more people like that. If me, you, and Jackie, all we did was hang around with each other, you know what I'm saying? Can't none of us grow being next to each other all the time. Can't none of us grow.
Hmm.
Very
But when
true.
we out everywhere, but we got the same mind, the same heart, we speaking the same language, guess what? The world is gonna grow because we're impacting people that y'all ain't gonna never meet, but you a part of the plan because it's God's plan. Come on
Exactly.
now. I'm
But
tired. Okay.
it's my
And
I
we
What
guess
about
is
miles
we
though.
finished or is we done?
what about
Is
you,
I
we
Versus?
finished or is we done?
I
Yeah.
but the Nick Cannon thing, I guess, on my opinion on it, should he have went back, or should he has? I mean, that's Nick Cannon business. I don't I'm not 100% sure what his plan is going to be, because I'm pretty sure by for that time that he was sitting down after being let go from his own freaking show. um I'm pretty sure that gave him a different perspective of a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty sure that he is thinking of a master plan, because he's a smart guy. Nick Cannon,
Hmm.
I know Nick Cannon has been a punchline for some people, but he's a
That
smart
my
guy.
money didn't stop though, J.Versez. That my
No, it
money
didn't.
didn't stop. We at the light. He in the house, all that old shit. We talking about him right now. He getting paid. When he sleep, he getting paid. Them folks still have to pay him. They just
But
Exactly.
took
see,
him off TV.
a lot of
Exactly.
people are claiming that he sold out, because he went back to Viacom, which is, primarily white owned, and he could have called up Diddy, he could have called up Master P and brought his show over there. So, how do you guys feel about that?
I mean, it's like, yeah, but back to, what she just said, fuck, the feelings. I mean,
Hmm.
it's
We
we
still
we
put
making
money in
decisions with
banks.
feelings.
We still put money in banks that don't do nothing for our community. So we do the same shit. So I don't pass judgment on people like that because we do the same thing. We
What up,
do the
Ron?
same thing. We still put our checks in there. We still do everything else. And we go back to them. They ain't gonna give you no loan. They gonna red flag if you're trying to buy a house and all that stuff. But we still go back to them. It's the same principle.
Hmm.
How do we break out? I guess it's a sense. How do we get from under the thumb? I know, we spoke about internal power, right? Going within and also looking out for the information, because information is there. This is the information age. It's out there. You just gotta look. But people seemingly are not looking, and they still drinking the Kool-Aid. They still, taking what's handed, these handouts, and saying, hey, this is what it is. Don't look over there though. Don't look over here or to the side where the truth is, all the information. Oh, for your financial freedom and all this stuff. No, don't worry about that. That's not real. This right here
Financial
in my hand is
freedom,
what's real.
financial freedom is doing what you're supposed to do with what's in your hand
And what you
and
make
how
of
to
it. Yeah.
multiply it.
Right.
Because if I just got one ring, I can't. I got one seed. I'm not holding in my hand. I can't make no trees. I can't plant it and make no trees and then have more
Hmm.
fruit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So at Viacom, he has more to do the plan. He has more money to multiply and give. You don't know. You don't know. Like I have been witness. I was just partying with one of the president's daughters, granddaughters. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Bravo, the president of folks networks, big networks. We singing karaoke. So what I'm telling you, I got a hole in my pants, everything. I was just being a driver for an organization, a lady who read my book and got a multi-million-dollar investor. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about in the building cities. Do you hear me? She said, Beta, come on, world famous, come on, I need you to drive me. Guess what I did? As great as I am, guess what I did? I sure will drive you and was gonna stay in the car until she came out on Super Bowl night. You feel me? But guess what happened? They invited me in. And guess what happened? They followed me on Instagram. And guess what else happened? They come to Memphis Hip Hop Awards.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Because when you be authentic, when you
Hmm.
fight for your own authenticity, I ain't checking for nobody else's authenticity. I'm not checking for nobody else. And that's the
Right.
problem. I can't judge nobody's contracts and why they do this and why they go back and all that kind of stuff. Or even if somebody abused me or mistreated me and all the abuse that we talked about, I have to fight for my own authenticity.
Stop pocket watching.
Mhm.
Stop the
My
pocket
for real,
watching.
because my grandmama them they carried a Bible and a gun. I'm just saying. I'm gonna let that.
Oh,
That's gonna be my last words. I ain't
yep,
saying nothing else. Go get the book,
yep,
Hope Therapy. Okay.
yep. But Nick Cannon, I mean, hey, Nick Cannon's a smart guy. He has been winning for a long time. He's a smart man, and I'm pretty sure that him going back for because they won because I read what they tried to give maybe the hosting gig of Wild and Out to DC Young Fly, and of course DC Young Fly was not with that because
Turn them down because he a real G. He know
exactly
what's up. That's that man's mantle. You can't put on nobody else's clothes. That's the clothes he meant. Them the shoes Nick Cannon meant to walk in.
very
That's
true.
why he did it.
Yeah, so
It
loyalty
ain't
right
cause he
there.
couldn't do it. That's why he did it, because what we say before, go up in the broadcast, it's called being authentic and it's called being respectful and honoring the next person's gift and
Exactly.
who they are, their name.
Mm-hmm. That's
That's what
exactly
it
what it
is.
is. Exactly.
Come on
So
now,
they they
J.Versez.
they tried to snake it. And of course, hey, look,
Because
people
they
got their
supposed to be
loyalty.
petty.
Yeah,
Petty
they got their
Sam.
loyalties. They got their loyalties though on Wild and Out. They know there's too much respect, so nobody's gonna try to step in his position from
They
that
can't
show.
do it.
They
They
can't
can't
do
do
it,
it. It's not
and
that
they
they
wouldn't
not
do it.
gonna do it. It's impossible. Look, when Soul Train came out, and I know the what's his name, the Griffin. She sang with Shalimar. She said them folks came up against them. Dick Clark made a whole spin-off show, a Soul Train. You
Mm.
feel me? Guess what happened? If you watch the Black Godfather, his name was my baby name. It's escaping me. But check this out. Somebody calling my phone. But check this out. Guess what happened? They had to cut it off the air. You know why? Because they can't do what Soul Train did for the black culture, for music culture, not just black culture, but for music, period, for lives, period. So can't nobody do what you supposed to do because they're gonna be copies. And ain't nothing like the original. I don't want no fake money print off. I want the real bank rolls that don't fall. I don't want to drive a car that look
Uh,
like a Bentley. I want it.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So I'm pretty sure he's got a plan. I don't think he's gonna be with Viacom that much longer. I'm pretty sure that he is gonna make a move,
Mhm.
but I think he's it because a lot of people make choices or try to tell celebrities or other people with their money off of emotional decisions rather than moving on the chessboard that is dealing in this kind of industry.
Mhm.
You got to make chess moves. You can't play checkers. Hey, you got to play chess. You got to
Right.
think and make your steps, and it's a process. So I'm pretty sure there's a bigger picture. There's a bigger picture, and we're
I
gonna see
hear
it. I
that
think Nick
wisdom.
Cannon is
Come
gonna
through
win.
wisdom. Come
So
through wisdom. I see you, J.Versez. You been raised over there. I like a black man that been raised. Ain't nothing like a black man that been raised now.
look,
For
I
real.
try my best. I try my
You
best.
ain't trying. Nike said, just do it. You doing it.
Yeah,
All
that's
right. All
so I
right.
feel it that. I feel it that. But this
All
was
right.
fantastic.
Man.
Fantastic. Because we gonna go ahead and reach the end. We're gonna go and go ahead and close the show out because this was fantastic.
Man,
Yeah.
you're
So many
fantastic.
gems.
That's why it was fantastic.
Oh,
You are
thank you.
fantastic.
I
Absolutely. Jackie,
appreciate
you know
that.
I love you. I
Appreciate
can't
that.
wait to see you. I'm trying to get come on down. We gonna be everywhere, honey. Just know I look, Jacqueline, she is, okay, Michael J. White, and I'm gonna leave it with this. Michael J. White, I interviewed him,
Oh,
and
Michael J.
when
White.
I
Love it.
was just walking in, feeling the music. It's a place in Memphis called Heal the Hood. Shout out to Liddell Beeman. And he brings so many celebrities in Memphis because he loved them. So he brought Jay White there. And I was just dancing. He seen me, I guess, dancing when I came through the door because it's a vibe. And guess what happened? In the interview, he was like, "Come on, let's dance." At the beginning, you will see it on my Instagram, World Famous B12, and we were just dancing. And we finally did the interview. It ended up on Teddy Riley's page. We was dancing to God.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
you know, God the group, and it's amazing. So y'all check that out and check my Instagram page out, World Famous V12 Whole Therapy Podcast. And I love y'all. Buy the book. It's amazing. I just want to see everybody's life change. I want to see you living, man, be the return on the investment that your creator put in you. That's it.
Amen.
That is
Memphis
amazing.
mine. Gang
This is
gang.
amazing. But how? And I guess with that being said, so you plugged in so many things. How can people? Is there like a way that people can like really reach out to you and maybe
Yeah, look, my booking agent, her name is it's Doctor to You on Instagram, ITS the number two. Hold on, ITSDR. I went to public schools. Hold on, ITSDR the number two and you. Y'all can inbox her and say, I want to book World Famous. I want to talk to World Famous. You can contact me, DM, all of that. And if, and we can go from there. World
Girl, once
Famous.
you started saying doctor, I was like, do not send them my way because I have enough
Uh-uh.
DMs.
Not my publicist. You hear me? Yeah, not look, we gonna have to talk. Well, I got a whole lot of publicists, but honey, you know. We go,
not
I don't
Jacqueline.
know, Jackie, she got it going on, baby. Look, when the publicist need a publicist, that's me all day, baby. That's me out. But we're each other publicists, J.Versez. And that's what I want to end with my sixth benediction. We are each other's publicists. It's my job to tell people how great you are. I love that. And you know what happens when I start telling people how great you are? You see them right there in your timeline. Not because they came to see me. Yeah, they might have thought they came to see me. But guess what? They gonna stick with you because it's called subscribe and it's called click the bell for notifications. It's called Instagram. Go follow J.Versez. It's called Facebook. Whatever your Facebook name is, he do music. He does all that. It's called Jacqueline. It's called Dr. Jacqueline. Click the little link tree, and there you go. And guess what happens when I sow seed like that? It all comes to me. You hear me?
Full circle.
Okay.
Mm,
Love y'all.
100%.
I woke up
No
to palm
doubt.
trees and I'm finna go to sleep on the balcony.
Oh, thank you. We
Y'all go follow
appreciate
Electric
you.
Dragon. You gonna see everything. I love y'all. I gotta get off of here now. I gotta use the bathroom.
All
I'm
right,
40
girl.
years old. I love y'all.
All right, we
Bye,
love
girl.
you too. All right, and that is the end of the show. That is the end of the show, man. That was fantastic. A lot of great gems. I hope that everybody soaked up a whole lot of game. That's one of a very special woman right there. Man, she knows a lot of people.
That's my home girl. Yeah.
Whole lot of people. And Jacqueline's groupies have came out in full once again for this episode.
Thank you, everyone, for the love.
Jacqueline, I have put your Instagram in the description. Don't be surprised if you're getting some DMs. Okay. Okay. But no, that was a fantastic thing. And in closing, Jackie, is there anything that you want to say? Anything, last thoughts, anything like that?
No, just kind of our mission today was, the power's in your own hands. Whatever it is that you're trying to build as your legacy, you have it within your hands. So you got 24 hours to make the best of every day, repeat, and if anything didn't go right, make sure you fix it and don't, repeat the same cycle. So it's up to you.
That is very true. Yeah, this is something that a lot of people need to understand. Yeah, the power is within you.
Hmm.
The power is truly with the people. It's a cliche saying, and people say it, to sound nice on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. But it's true. It really is. Once you start looking within, that is the best feeling that you have. And I think you alluded to that in the whole conversation when 2020 was a year to force people to sit down and really evaluate yourself. Really evaluate. Look within because you don't have the distractions of everything else. So
Exactly.
2020 had to change people, and even 2021 because it's still much more of the same episode. We can't really do much, even though people are moving around a little bit more than initially. But still, we have to we got to sit down and think and self-assess. Look in that mirror, and I think a lot of people in 2020 looked in that mirror and realized they're not where they want to be,
Yeah,
or they're not doing as much as they should. So
exactly.
yeah, we have to look in the power. We don't need nobody else. We don't need cosigns. Okay, we don't have to sell anything. No, keep it thin and no, reach down and like Miss Levita said, we are all each other's publicists. Plug in your people. Plug in your people. It don't take much to like a picture. It doesn't take much to share a link. It doesn't take much to to advertise somebody that who is talented. They got something. I mean, I think that's the least you can do. You
Right.
know, talk a person up. Talk up their business. If they have a business
But
idea,
but
talk it up.
but like she had said, be authentic, be you, be real.
Hmm.
You know, it will show. Don't try to be something that you're not. So be authentic.
Yeah, and that I think that's the big thing. Yeah,
Hmm.
authenticity, because a lot of people are too busy trying to be artificial, and I think we're seeing a renaissance in many ways about to come, and I
Hmm.
think authenticity is about to be back trending again. I think people are gonna want more authentic people on TV. Okay, a little tongue tied there. I think a lot of people are going to want more genuine people on their screens, more genuine people to follow instead of the stuff that don't matter,
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
fakeness. So it's something. It's something for a lot of people to show 'em because hey, we can sit here and talk all this good pro black stuff or this pro Latin stuff or pro Asian, whatever the case. You can sit here and let your Twitter fingers fly about how you feel about stuff. But what are you doing?
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
what are we doing? Are you doing anything? Are you actually helping the next person? Are you helping that friend who has a business idea or some kind of product or some kind of maybe nonprofit thing that can get are you helping them out? Are you
Mhm.
spreading the word of that? Family member, a friend, something, just it could start within your circle. You gotta give to your circle to give to before you try to give to the world. Because
Absolutely.
if you're not uplifting the people around you, then how are you gonna try to sit here and uplift the world?
Exactly. It all starts with
It's not.
you. So
Yep. But yeah, we're gonna leave it on that. Once again, man, this is a fantastic episode. We could not did none of this without the help of y'all, to be honest. Shout out to everybody that has
thank you.
came through. I'm filling in the role for the man with the beard. Let's see here. Let's go to the list. Roman Stewart, my guy. Yo, shout out to you. Came through. Always coming through late though. But Rom is busy. Shout out to KJ McCou. You already know. Shout out to my boo, my lady, my rib, my Rihanna Wilson. Driver's seat. Driver's seat. Shout out to driver's seat. Jacqueline's groupie. Um,
I don't know who that is, but thank you, driver's seat.
you say, can I have a word with Jackie? Ah, can I have a word with Jack? Man, man, shout out to GS Music. You already know, too, the Raw sister herself. Man, she keep it real all the time, 100% of the time. Vibe Show Casper, my guy. You already know that is Vibe Team right there. That's Vibe Team. And let's slide up here. Yeah, and the bearded one was in the chat. He was Vibe Show 97.9 up in here commenting as well. Slide up here, slide up here, slide up here. Ah, shout out to Jay Worth. Jay Worth came through. Slide up here. Man, phew, man, chat was jumping. But yeah, shout out to everybody that did come through. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, guys, share this stuff. Share these lives. You know,
Yeah.
likes are great, views are great, you in the chat is great,
Subscribe.
subscriptions are great.
And again, we're here every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central.
Every
So we'll see
Tuesday.
you next Tuesday with another brand new topic.
Right. And hopefully we will have the man, the myth, the legend, the bearded one. That is his name right now. It is his name. I will never refer to him as Canada. His name is the bearded one with me. And yeah, so hopefully he'll feel better. You know, a lot of y'all put your prayers and thoughts towards him getting better because you know, he's having some throat issues, sore throat. So could not be with us today, but he was with us in the chat. So this was
Thanks for joining.
fantastic. Thank you guys. Be safe out there. Wear your mask. Okay. Social distance still. You know, it's getting crazy out there. And yeah, we will catch you guys next Tuesday.
Be safe, everyone.
All right. We out.
Bye.